What the juck is, everybody? Gendo here, back at it for episode 23 of the 2026 Maplestory progression series. I'm going to try and make this nice and quick because not a lot of games were made this week, and I want to get back onto Challenger World to play the Errol. So let's just dive into it. First up, quick overview of the guild Prog with the Star Force room obtained. The only thing now we're pushing for is level 25 for that final damage increase, which should be pretty good. Hit level 22 or 21 last week, so I think it's about 1 level per week now with my current investment of characters. But you can see down here, this is my current G skills distribution, and it's going to stay like this until I make more characters that get into the guild. Not sure the Errol will help with this, because the biggest issue I have is the kill quest. That's the thing that I struggle with to actually get points, and because you get points for killing bosses, you get points for hunting, and I get about what I think 7 points on centennials, and then I get about, let me just grab a screenshot so it's easy to explain if I have this in front of me. Boom, there we go. So hunting points, boss points. I don't know how much you need to kill per week. It's some arbitrary number. But on the characters, so if I do dailies, it's a roughly 8 points per centennial. But that's going to stop once they all hit their goal for their symbols. So it's not really feasible. But just Centenni, it's 7 points. If they can do Saren, it's 8 points. And usually that's what I cap at, is just 8 points from that. And you need every 10 points is 1 noblesse point. And I need 200. So this is something that I might get when I have like 20 C10 meals, maybe. But even then, it's not really feasible. But hey, eight in the boss. I'm only missing 7 points. And how much boss is that? It's like 14 boss that I'm missing. So it's not like it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Alrighty, recap of the week. This was week 2 of Challenger World. Managed to clear the BM in a 3-man, and then it was just a mad dash to 280. I did manage to get there, but I had to wait till after reset. Did manage to clear BM on the Blaster and the Hayato, which was great. And then we managed to upload. We didn't upload the Hero Satini VOD. That's still cooking. And then week 2, Prog was uploaded, which is good. And then we managed. I didn't save any money for Star Force. I just went straight for the Genie Weapon. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. As for anything else, I think anything happened last week. No, it was really a stock standard week, and it was good. All right, let's move on to plan for next week. Okay, so week 3 is the big one. We've got a solo black mage. We have to liberate on the Errol. We have to cube the Genie weapon. Star Force is coming up on Sunday, which I can probably boost up the Kronos account because we'll have a decent chunk of change. And of course, got to kill Hard Kai this week. Got to kill Hard Saren this week. And then this is me right now. Technically, it's Friday right now because I'm recording this late. Hey, just the perks of being booked and busy. So, and then this week, because I am now 280. I am going to reduce how much hours I am farming. Still, I'll be farming quite a bit. Like, it's like I'm going to reduce them like it's going to mean much. I'm still going to go around 17 hours a week. That's how much 3x I can get per week. So cool. That'll be my number to reach. And I'll try and push for 60k kills since I am paying $10 for this. So it's like I kind of want to earn my worth with this. So that's it. Of course, more videos planned. I'll see if I get the time to get that done. Because this week as well, it's hiding up here. But I am moving on the 9th. It's crazy. It's going to be a busy week. If I can even do all this, it's going to be something else. But yeah, another banger week ahead of me, and looking forward to it. All right, let's come on. It's like what, 4 minutes into this video? We've barely moved. All right, so characters. I forgot to change this, but Blaster is now 273. Errol was now 279, and then Hero. Whoops. I know it's not all zeros. Hero is now 269. Fantastic. Alrighty, and I don't think anything else has changed. So now The Errol is now doing Nightmare Paradise. I remember to save them until Tuesday, so we get the next event reset. You get the 1.5 times boost from your high mounted, no, your epic dungeons. There we go. I think everything else is fine. MPAs don't want to be done on Demon Slayer. Hero low key doesn't need it either, so this will probably be moved to the Blaster MPE, and then Ren gets NPE. And the kid is still not created yet. All right, cool. Let's move on to Chrono spending. So this was a save week. I actually did a little bit of tapping. Where is it? So we had about 6.1 bill because that is my new income. So large. And I spent about 7.48 bill-ish, give or take, on some star forcing. We'll see who made the gains this week. And a new tab has entered, and that's Legion Champions. Wanted to just keep I should have probably kept this you know what, it's fine. But a showcase of the missions. The Blaster killed Black Mage, so did the Hayato, and the Hayato I've already cleared Hayato on the Hayato. I just now need to do the mission, and I should be able to do it on the Blaster, even though the Blaster doesn't need it, so I might just do it in practice mode, just to make it a little easier. Oh, maybe. We'll see how it goes, see how you feel. Because it's a little bit more tricky on the Blaster, even though the Blaster has like double the CP of the Hayato. Hayato is just built diff, and I may wait until it has a bit more levels just to get I think Saren is 275. I can't remember. We'll see. We'll play it by ear. But yes, this is the gains for Legion Champion. All right, moving on to the characters. All right, first up is the Ren. So the Ren is up about 7 mil CP. Hey, not bad. Still haven't invested these frags into something yet. I don't know what I want to put it into, but I'll figure something out when I start playing the Ren a bit more frequent. But showcase of the EXP gained for the week. I thought I missed Monster Park this week, but I just did the Monster Park the day after. And this wasn't Mecha Bearer yet. I still have 2 tickets on the Ren. But this was 2 Punch Kings, hence the massive increase. But the Ren is slowly getting up there. We're moving. We're expected to hit. Do I have it open here somewhere? Maple ranks. I should have gotten this, but we can actually get a feasible estimation of when the Ren will be 288, which is kind of big. No trading, 14 days, 2 weeks. And I'll be 290 in 3 months, and like, that's crazy. Crazy. EXP is flowing. All right, let's continue. And then, of course, did I manage to get the Slime Ring at 22 stars thanks to the event, and I safeguarded the Superior Pendant and got 1 star on that, which was pretty good in 7 bill. I think I went through like 2 rings. So, pretty good. There were 3 set Daybreak, yay, and I can break it if I want to. And I will eventually tap this higher, the Daybreak, but it won't be used for a while until I transition to, like, what, 9 set on the Ren? Sitting at about 243 bad boys pitched cores. And yeah, poised to, still in that waiting room for Map and Zerkt. But still only needing those 2 now to basically complete the set, assuming that I somehow get a TC. TC will be the next challenge, but we're slowly progging towards. And look, I'm not in no rush. The W Ren gains, still heaps of gains to make, but we take it 1 step at a time. All right, moving on to the Adele. The Adele saw a slight increase in CP. This is mainly because I think across the board, all the characters got a little bit of a boost thanks to event stats. So the Adele, not too much as it closed. I think, yeah, I can just like show this. Cool, that's that's the done. That's the Adele done. I was looking at, I don't know why I missed this, but I thought I wanted to add. So in terms of prio, it's Badge, then ET, and Mitras is the last, but it also needs a CFE and then a Mitras. So we're actually pretty decent on the Adele as well. I'm starting to do hard Saren solo until I get a drop. a little annoying because Adele's kit kind of frustrates me, even though we have Hecate. It's more just me. I could also level up this, I think. But I haven't been doing dailies on this for a while. But I will return to doing that very soon. But yeah, that's the Adele. Looking forward, like the inventory hasn't really changed, but looking forward to upping this because again, so much gains. It's crazy to see this. Like, oh my god, I can make so much gains. I just need a shit ton of money. But we're at a decent level CP wise, and like the CP is good enough to like clear everything. Like if I wanted to do the NK Lost mission, I could. I just need to lab it out to gain the experience. All right, moving on to the Blaster. Blaster has repped 2 levels thanks to the duo event, and it should be 275 after this week, which is pretty cool. That the Blaster is slowly getting up there and gaining levels. It should be doing Monster Park soon, as I think the hero needs maybe 2 more days of Monster Park before it's 270. And that's a little spoiler of the hero gains. But then I can work the Blaster up to 280 and then slowly move on to the Hayato, then the Kana, and etc., which is really cool. And then gains, hasn't made gains since it went up a couple of weeks ago, and its inventory is still chopped. I could probably get rid of these Twilight. I'm not sure if I wanted to up a Twilight mark since it has a decent one of these things. And of course, like once I get a map or whatever it's called, a Zerkt, I can just use those and it'll be great. And of course, Matrix is still, I'm cubing that with all of the solids I get, waiting for a banger 3-line. Cool, that's the Blaster done. We're up about 3 mil. That's probably because of the extra boss damage I got from the event stats. All right, moving on to the Hayato. The Hayato can solo Black Mage and Hard Siren. Probably do it at a much lower spec because Hayato is just that good. I think it was a 20-minute Hard Siren run. So it's annoying, or I guess tedious, but hey, it wasn't intense. Like it's very chill bossing in Hayato because you just have so much freedom of movement. You have lifesteal. And you don't need to you don't need to focus on damage when it's like your burst. So the only thing you got to focus on is managing to get burst off. That's it. So the Hayato, again, the Hayato can go absolutely crazy in terms of gains. Most of this is possible due to the fact I'm renting a Raw 4 and we still don't have a Raw 4 drop. Did manage to get, I'm not sure this was last week or this week, but did get an RFS. Which is, I'm getting so many of these now that like I broke the seal by getting that first one on the DS, and now I'm just getting a shit ton. It's crazy. All right, moving on to the Kana. Again, small increase in damage thanks to event stats, but not much else changed on the Kana. It's clearing bosses. Look, we got a little bit more of these crystals, and there we go. That's it. It's slowly going there. And we can blitz through these. The Shade. Now, the Shade is a little bit interesting. Nothing really changed on its EP as I didn't really upgrade it at all. However, it is in the rare opportunity where it could liberate this week. Because look at this. I'm on 520 Traces of Darkness. You get 470 a week, which means I need 10 more. 10! So I just need to go and join a 6-man BM group. Clear, and boom. Look at that. The Shade can liberate this week. Technically, it's this week. But you'll see the weapon next week. And then I think I didn't show it here, but I got an Arcane Glove and cubed it to Legendary on DMT to, in the long term, when I transition this guy to 22-star Arcanes. And I might make a video about it, but I may also talk about upgrading all of my Satanium to 22-star. But I haven't looked in how expensive it's going to be because I will do the Safeguard 4. It is very risk averse, I'm using it correctly, type of gains because I'm not doing dailies on this anymore. I don't have the spares to go 22. Maybe the Slime Ring, since I have 3 Slime Rings here, maybe, and the same with the Twilight Mark. But everything else, yeah, I may just Safeguard. Not sure what I'll do about the heroes because, like, again, look, eventually money means nothing, so I could eventually do it, but not anytime soon. All right, and even though the Dawn Warrior will liberate at the same time as the Shade Fade, don't do Black Mage. It can't get any cheeky this week. Liberate clears because it is sitting at 1,245 when I need an extra, 1,700 and something. So this will be a guarantee clear. Actually, I need like 700 and something. It needs 2 weeks, okay? That bottom line, it needs 2 weeks. Can't do any... look, okay. I can do it if I solo or duo BM, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. It'll be a much more difficult run than my Errol was. Spoiler, I have done it on Errol, and I tried to keep it close to my chest. But I will just wait. I will just wait for next week, and it could be an event for next week as the Dawn Warrior finally liberates. Kind of cool. All right, moving on to the Lynn. There we go. Lynn also only got a small increase, and it's still scheduled to liberate at the end of the month. So I don't think much of this can change, even if I do Black Mage. Yeah, that is the Lynn. And then we jump into the Wild Hunter, which is still rocking a... I actually got this, okay, I actually get the CP range of... So it went, it went up 20 mil CP. Because I redeemed a black heart on this thing. And this is with... What's it called? Rentals. It is with rentals. And nothing else changed on this. Yeah, so it's just sitting on a black heart, and then everything else is 21 besides the slime ring and the... I'm even using a title mug because I boomed it. Yeah, that's the Wild Hunter. And then Demon Slayer. So many characters to get through. Demon Slayer only went up thanks to event stats, and it's still cruising. I also need to remember both on the Wild Hunter and the Demon Slayer to do their trace missions before I jump in to do their... What's it called? Bosses for the week. God. I can't even say I'm tired because it's nice and early while recording this. A big boon is that I don't need to redeem. Like the Demon Slayer has so much inflated CP that I don't need to actually redeem a Black Heart, which is kind of cool. And it's just relying on its raw stat to go crazy. And then finally, the hero is sitting... I didn't grab the screenshot of what its current CP is, because it'll be slightly higher than this. It's just that the rental's expired, and I forgot to take a screenshot. So just assume that it's like maybe 78 mil, maybe 80 mil, but it does have a black heart. It is running rentals, and it's got this kind of load up. So it makes some decent gains if I want to get the KT up, but I might just hold on to the KT. But the biggest thing is that we've got about a week and a bit until we're 4 sets up, which is going to be a huge boost as I can drop these two, and even drop the earrings, and then be on the up. Cool. So that wraps it up. We're below 20 minutes. Yay! And of course, this was yesterday's video. Pretty much the Errol gets in comparison to all the other characters. It's actually crazy. But yeah, showed off the Errol in the yesterday's video. But that is the Cronus account all wrapped up for this week. Blitz through it. Thank you all for watching. And of course, have a juck and good day. I'll catch you all in the next one.